At least I have tried to make myself presentable
You're
in front of the camera.
presentable.
Okay, guys, so this is what happened. It's the 4th of July here in the US, and Wade and I decided to just stay home. We did not really had a fabulous celebration about it. So we watched YouTube, and the last one was it's about
It's
the
not there now.
4th of July address of President Trump.
Yes.
And there's a fireworks going on anywhere in the neighborhood, in the next neighborhood, just anywhere here in the US, I guess. So I'm gonna ask Wade what he feels about the 4th of July. Like especially of what's going on in the US right now, or I mean in the past few days or weeks, riots and anti-racism, what you call it, of the other Americans. So that's all. What my question is,
Okay.
it went to a very
It was the scenic
long
route.
and winding road, but the question is, are you sleepy? The question is, what can you say about the 4th of July?
Say about the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Um,
Or just anything.
well, the 4th of July to me is special simply because it is, this country's birthday. And I've been fortunate in my life to travel a great deal of the world. And I know a lot of people, especially in the current climate, and I don't want to get real political here, but in the current climate, I know in this country, it's not a very popular view to say, this is the greatest country in the world. But I've traveled a lot of the world. This is the greatest country in the world.
I agree. That's why I'm here. I'm an addition to it. That's why
you are
it's
an
great.
addition to it. There's people just don't understand the freedoms and the things that you have here, the rights you're afforded here, that is not going to happen in other parts of the world. They just don't seem to understand it. And on top of that, we have our problems are first world problems.
Yeah.
We're a first world country. There are other countries where there's some freedom, the Philippines being one. But
our problems are third world problems.
Yes, and it's not really funny. It's that there's much more poverty and much more people who have very little. Now, granted, I think they're happier in the Philippines in a lot of aspects because they just,
And as a Filipino, I could also say that if America is great, since we're a third world country, and we're also looking up to America, so we feel better if America is doing great. But all the riots that are going on, all this, like this, the abuse, the abuse of freedom of some
Right.
American people.
I do. Yes, that's a good way to put it. I think some people are abusing their freedom, and I
also
think
affected the Philippines.
and I think a lot of this is politically based. And I'm not just talking about here. I really think a lot of this is being influenced from outside the country, and that's a shame that people are being duped that way. But that's the way I see it. That's the way I feel. As far as the 4th of July, your original question, because I'm going to get off the politics here. I enjoy the 4th of July. Always have. It's a bummer this year with the COVID and just everything that's going on that there weren't big celebrations, although we've heard fireworks outside for the last 3 nights. And we don't live in, we live outside of Dallas and Fort Worth, and yet we've heard fireworks for the last 3 nights.
Americans
and we're hearing
are still
them now.
celebrating it,
But,
right?
I would just say, happy birthday, America. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah.
And keep the faith because this will pass. It always does.
And then, like what Trump said earlier, 2021 will be a great year for America and for the world.
I believe that. Hope so.
And we believe that, yeah. Maraming nagpapaputok ng fireworks sa neighborhood. It's the birth of America, the 4th of July. Yan dun, maganda dun. Pasok na ako, guys.